What's up, everybody? This is Ben, and I'm a complete arsehead. I'm going to show you the start of a game. This is just a 5-minute game. Okay, so it's 5-minute blitz. All the excuses out the way. Had too much to drink last night. Hungover this morning, right? But that's not the point. The point isn't about winning or losing. The point is about what you learn. I have the white pieces, and we have a Vienna. We have a Vienna gambit. Declined with d5, right? Seen this a million times before. I take the pawn, he takes the pawn. Now, I am not playing the Paulsen these days. It's terribly fashionable, and everyone else is playing it because there are some great responses. There's a c5 line, there's knight c6. I actually like seeing the Paulsen when I have the black pieces, which is why I go down the Vienna gambit route. Okay, so I play knight f3. Opponent takes the knight, b takes back, right? Now opponent plays a very poor move, bishop to c5. White's next move is just pretty obvious. I mean, you can actually throw in the engines saying that is playable as well, and also this. But why wouldn't you just push d4 with tempo, right? We've now got this nice center. Bishop drops back. I now bring out my bishop to d3. Obviously, it can't go to its favourite square in the Vienna, so we're settling for this one, but this is still maybe quite good. And this brings us to the point of the video. Okay, opponent brings out his knight, and I castle. And he castles. Now, this is the point, this is why I called you here today, is that fuckwit here managed to lose from this position. By the way, in a 5-minute game, I've still got 4 minutes 48 on my clock, and I managed to lose. I managed to screw this game up, and I'm not going to show you how I screwed it up because that's not the point, right? The point is there's a far, far better idea. I thought that there was an attack here, right? And I continued with knight g5. Like, this is not the way. This is not what we do. What are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Yeah, that falls to like h6, kicks the knight back, blah, 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 blah. But the point is here, there's a kind of a principle about the way that we play chess, the way that we learn chess, and we're all different, right? I published one of my short tactic ones the other day. Now, that one where you can get an accelerated king-queen checkmate by putting the queen here, so forces the king back to one square towards your king, and then you come in and checkmate. You might not have seen that one, but it's good. And I'm like, how have I never seen this before? And somebody put in the comments, dude, that's just like so obvious and stuff. But I'm like, well, I didn't know it. And this is the point. Chess is all about, like we say this over and over and over again. You're sick of hearing me say it. Chess is about patterns, pattern recognition, right? And there are lots and lots of different patterns. There are lots and lots of different principles that we can see, lots of things that we can read on the board. And sometimes these things jump out to us if we are attuned to those things. And sometimes they are more obscure if we are not attuned to those things. Okay, so say, for example, there's an open file and you go, well, I'm going to put me a rook on that open file because I know it's a good thing, and it generally turns out to be a good idea, right? Stuff like that. Whereas other people just go, open file, I'm going to push a pawn, right? You know what I'm saying? There are different things that we're tuned into, turned onto, and there are some things where you're a complete arsehead, right? In this instance, one of my weaknesses in chess is not spotting this pattern. What's the pattern? Interestingly enough as well, I posted another game the other day and somebody said, I'm sure you had the was on at some point in that game. I'm like, I know, but I'm really blind to the, right, which is the pattern that we're talking about here. Now, I bet that there are people watching this video now. I bet there's a load of people who are lower rated than me who went, dude, right? Straight away, instantly, going, it's the Greek gift. The Greek gift is on, right, kind of thing. But I'm I've got blindness to the Greek gift. So this is a kind of confession note to self video, which I like to do, and I like to drop my pants quite often on this channel, because I need to learn this. Okay, so let's go through it together. So what do you do? Okay, well, first of all, the Greek gift. Okay, now this bishop is out of action. This is kind of important. If that bishop was patrolling this diagonal, you'd have a problem. So the point is, you've got a bishop staring at the h-pawn next to the castle king. You have your knight in its natural position, f3 or even f6 if you're playing reversed, but let's keep it simple. And your queen is able to dive straight onto the h-file. All right, there are more wrinkles to this. In Chess Bootcamp Live, we did a whole session on the Greek gift with Craig, which was fascinating. But in simple terms, what you do here is you capture the pawn on h7. Right, if the king dodges away, you can just retreat here, or you can bring the knight in, defended by the bishop, bring the queen in here, and it's going to be curtains for your opponent, right? But let's say they take, okay? And now the point is this. The knight can come into g5 with check. It's defended by this bishop, right? And let's say if the king comes back here, it's just curtains, right? Your queen's going to come out. How does he stop mate there? You know, without sacking the queen. I mean, something like this, you know, that's still checkmate because the knight guards that. Do you know what I mean? So you will win a lot of games this way. And I missed it. I just didn't see it, right? And I can't even draw arrows today. Don't drink brandy, kids. Not good for you. You know? So, and the point is that as a Vienna player, this is not a funky position. This is a kind of position... I've never actually had this position before. I checked it. I even checked it on the thing. I've never had this exact position. But it's the kind of position that I can expect to come up again and again and again and again in the Vienna. And I need to try and burn this into my neurons so that next time it comes up, I will not fail. I will go up to the six-fingered man and say, hello. Okay, name the movie, one of my favourites. Okay, but there you go. Just thought I'd share that with you guys. Hope it's useful for one or two of you out there. And I know that others of you out there are going to be going, dude, but that's chess, you know? And we've all got areas to polish, areas to improve. And that's what's so damn gorgeous and exciting and beautiful about this game. Thanks for watching. See you later.